Hey guys, it's Tyler McKinney back here again, and today we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our Week 6. That's right, we're already Week 6 of the college football season, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our picks, and I'm going to do my predictions for today. Now, today I've got 6 different games, and if you've been keeping track, unfortunately, last week I went 2-0 on Friday, and then Saturday was just a disaster, and everything fell apart. I went 0-3, so that's got me one game under 500 on this season. So I'm looking this week to have a really nice week and get back up over 500. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. It just seems like I can get to 500, but I can't get over it. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get into my picks. Now, I'm starting, and I'm starting on Saturday. I'm starting with a noon game. That's going to be in the Big House, number 19, Michigan. That's bringing in Iowa, number 14, Iowa. This one is going to be an interesting game, and I think it's one that definitely Michigan has to win. Right now, Harbaugh is... people just don't have faith in him right now. And so Michigan really needs to come out and they need to make a statement. And Iowa's just the team to do that against. Iowa is one of those prototypical type of teams. You know what they're going to be. You know what they're going to run. They're not going to throw any fancy stuff at them. And so Michigan's going to be able to get that defense honed in, fix all those issues on defense, and really sit there and just kind of put together a total game and get the confidence back in there. And it's really nice for them with this occasion because they've got an Iowa team that's undefeated right now. That's ranked number 14. So if they can if they can beat them in the Big House, that'll then help to bolster up Michigan and probably possibly launch them back into the top 15, especially if some of the other teams lose and that throughout Saturday. But as I'm looking at this, the line is Michigan -4 and the over-under is 47.5 points. Whew, I don't want to touch that 47.5 points. I have absolutely no clue. But I just feel like Michigan is going to win by more than 7 points. They need to. They need to make a statement here. They need to come out. Shea Patterson needs to get his stuff together. They really need to just come out and just have a good win. They need to show people that their offense is starting to click, that Rutgers wasn't just some fluke and it was just, oh, this is Rutgers, we beat Rutgers. No, they've got things figured out and that they're going to move in the right direction. And I think that that's what you're going to see. They've got a very predictable, prototypical Iowa team, and I think that they can use that to their advantage and also get faith back in their defense. So as I'm looking at this game, I'll take Michigan, and I'll give the 4 points. Now, moving on to another noon game, this one is a little bit different pick. Normally I've been picking kind of more bigger marquee games or games that are going to be a little bit closer and probably better to watch games, whereas this one is definitely going to be a blowout. There's going to be no qualms about that with me. But I've got a pick on it. And this one is, we've got Utah State. They're going to LSU, and that's a noon game. That one's going to be on the SEC network. And LSU is giving up 27 points, and the over-under is 74 points. For me, I love Joe Burrow. He's a Buckeye. I'm a Buckeye. I love that. I think Ed Orgeron's got a really good team put together, and they might shock some people. They might, at the end of the season, end up in the college football playoff, especially if they can keep playing the way that they are and their offense keep functioning like they are. I think people are not giving this Utah State team enough credit. I really do believe that they're a good team, and I think that they're going to get beat pretty handily. I just think 4 touchdowns is just way, way too many points. I think that LSU's defense is very good. I just don't think that they're the elite defense that we're used to with LSU. So as I'm going through this and as I'm looking at that, I just think that the 27.5 points are just too many. So I'll take Utah State and the points. With that, I'll leave the whole over-under alone. With that, 74 points is a lot of points, but I think that both offenses can put up a lot of points. So I'm going to take the points with this one. And we'll see what happens. Now we're going to move on to one of our marquee games of the week, and it's going to be it's CBS's game of the week. It's their SEC game of the week, and that's number 7 Auburn going into the Swamp. That's right, they're going to play Florida, number 10 Florida, and Florida right now is getting 2.5 points, and the over/under for that one is 48.5 points. I'm looking at this game, and Florida has a legit defense. They have one of the best defensive lines in the nation right now. And I know Felipe Franks is out, but it's the quarterback Trask. There really isn't any fall off. And actually, it might even be better for them just because of the fact that Felipe Franks makes bad decisions at times. And I just think the backup quarterback's not going to do that. So he's not going to put him in that situation. And we've kind of seen this, I guess if you want to call it, we've seen Bo Nix, and he's a freshman, and he's playing like a good freshman. He's not playing bad. He had the heroics that brought them back against Oregon, and since then he's been playing decent ball, but it's not anything where I'm really just kind of like he's. I'm really sold on him, and especially if this defensive line can get to him and rattle him, I think that's going to cause a lot of problems for this Auburn team. And for whatever reason it is, Florida just likes to play well at home, especially in this kind of midday slot. People just get fired up in the Swamp, and their fans will be rocking. It'll be a close game towards the end, and I just see Florida doing enough to pull it out. So I see Florida winning outright. I'll take the 2.5 points. Give me the 2.5 points with that. And I think they're going to give the Auburn Tigers their first loss of the game. I think that's going to propel Florida into a place where they're really not. I think that they're really like a top 15 team. 10's probably pretty good for them, but this is going to launch them into the upper tier, upper echelon, and I don't think that they're there. I think that they're really like a quarterback and possibly a couple skill position players away from being a top team in the league, and I think it's going to bump Auburn back to reality. I really do think that Auburn's a good team. I think that they're more like a top 20 team, and with them being undefeated right now, I think they're a little bit puffed up, but a bit higher than what they really should be. So I think that this game's probably whoever wins is going to get a bump that they really don't deserve. I really believe that they're both like between 10 and 15, and they're going to play. Like I said, they're going to play a close game. It's going to be a close game, but I'm going to take Florida with the win and give me the 2.5 points. The over/under. If I had to choose something on that, I would go with the under in this game. I don't really think that it's going to be a lot of scoring. I think it's going to be your typical SEC slobber knocker where they're just going to be. It's going to be a messy game. That's just what I'm going to say with it. People can say it's a great. It's going to be a great defensive struggle. It's going to be sloppy. It just is what it is. And so you can expect that with this game. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to our next pick. And this one's just kind of a fun one for me. I've been following North Carolina Tar Heels, and I've just really liked what Mac Brown's been doing with this team all year. And they're going in and they're playing Georgia Tech team. That's a 4:00 game on the ACC network. And North Carolina's given 10.5 points to Georgia Tech. And the line on this one's 48.5 points. I don't really care about the line on this. I just like North Carolina, and they're 2-3 right now, and they've had some hard-fought losses, but I think this is going to get them back in the win column, and I think they're actually going to win by more than 10 points. I'll give the points to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's just a mess right now. It's the first year. They were an option-style offense before this, and when you're trying to change over systems, especially like an offense like that, it's going to take some time, and they're in transition, and they know it. So this is just going to be a bad game, and it's going to show, I think, really how good North Carolina really is, because I think that Mac Brown, he's got some talent on the team, and he's really you can tell that he's kind of put the fire in these boys, and they're playing well. I mean, they took the national champs to the limit last week, and I think that that's really going to take them to the next level, to where it's going to get them back to 500 at 3-3, and I think it's really going to propel them for the rest of their season. And I think they're going to end up with a with heading to a bowl, and possibly a nice bowl win to kind of top off the first season for Mac Brown. He's doing a wonderful job there. I love what they're doing. I really like this team. So it's been a fun team for me to watch this year. So that's just kind of an extra pick in there for you, that I'm just kind of a game that I'm kind of interested in. Now we're going to go to two of our later games. The first one's going to be number 25 Michigan State and number 4 Ohio State, and that game's going to be at 7:30, and that's going to be on ABC. And that game is Ohio State giving up 20 points, and the over-under on this game is 49 points. If I had to choose something on this game, I don't know. I've kind of got the Buckeyes. I definitely have the Buckeyes winning. I don't really see Michigan State coming out and winning this game. But the 20 points has me kind of, I don't know if they can win by 3 touchdowns. What the heck? I'm a Buckeye. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take the points. And, I'm riding Ryan Day and Justin Fields all day long. Hopefully these guys can figure out that defense, and they can put it to them and go with that. But, yeah, I'm just going to be a homer on this one, and I'm just going to be the local guy, and I'm just going to take my Buckeyes. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give up those 20 points, and I'm just going to watch the game at 7:30 and just be excited about it, and hope that I got to have another game where I can just sit back and relax and watch my Buckeyes have another great win. I'm just going to take it, not worry about it this week. And then I'm going to go to my final game here now, and this one's going to be 8 o'clock game on Fox. We got California. They are at number 13, Oregon. And Oregon's giving up 20 points on this one. And I think Oregon's a good team, and what I think is they lost by some crazy heroics to an Auburn team when they had to travel a far way, and I think that this Oregon team is a really, really good team, and I think that California had a really good start to the season, and I think that got them ranked a little bit higher than probably where they should be. And so with them coming into town, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give up the 20 points. This one's the over-under is 46, and I probably will take the over on this one. I'm just going to go with Oregon. I think that they've got a great quarterback. I think that they've got a brutalizing offensive line. They haven't really put up a whole lot of points, but they put up a lot of yards, and I think that they'll translate that into points. Now, California has been playing some lower-scoring games this year, but for some reason, I just think that Oregon's going to have their number, and I think that they're going to lay it to them on Saturday night. I don't really have any. Usually, you know me, I usually got some like late night Pac-12 pick or something like that. I really don't have that this week, but that doesn't mean that there isn't going to be some good Saturday night Pac-12 after dark games to watch. So definitely tune in, because I think you'll have some fun games with that. There usually always is a fun Pac-12 game on a Saturday night, late night, those 10 o'clock, 10:30 games. Those are usually fun, so check those out too. Well, guys, those are my picks for this week. What do you think? Did you like them? Did you not like them? Do you think that I'm crazy? Do you think that I'm right on with my picks? Let me know down in the comments. I want to know. I want to have a discussion. That's what I love about football, is that we can discuss back and forth, and we can talk about what we think and what we like and what we see. I mean, it's part of being a fan, and I love that, and I love interacting with all of you guys. So please leave a comment down in the comment section, like this video, and please subscribe. I need all the help that I can get. All right, well, I know that you're busy, and I know that I'm busy, so let's get on out of here. You have a good night. Bye.